So anyway, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be just going over a slight review of the S25 Ultra, just my thoughts. I've had this phone, I believe, for like 2 weeks now, and I'm just going to say this is my favorite Note slash Ultra phone. And I'm going to say that a lot during this video, Note or whatever, because that's traditionally what I know it as. But I've been an Ultra slash Note user for a minute. I had the Note 3. I had the Note 3, then I had the Note 10 Plus, which is this one right here. And I would still be rocking this right here. But you see, I got ran over by a big garbage garbage truck. Not garbage truck, but a dumpster. I ran over by a dumpster, but I would still be rocking this phone right here. This was my favorite Note phone. But I had this Note 10 Plus, and then my most recent phone, I had the S22 Ultra, and then now I upgraded from the S22 Ultra to the S25 Ultra, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So first of all, I love the design of it. I love the design of it, and it's kind of like the S24 Ultra, but the S24 Ultra is more cornered, it's more square, right? And this, they slightly like kind of rounded the corners a little bit, and everything is so flat. It's so different than what we're used to with Samsung phones and product. They were really into the curve screen. This is the curved screen of the 10 Plus, but they was really like into the curved screen, and now they've abandoned the curved screen to the flat screen, and I love it. I absolutely love it. This is how it looks from the side. Look at it, got the power buttons, the volume rockers, they all are on the right side. You have this, you have the SIM card tray, S Pen. They all on this side, which they moved it there for a few years. I think this is the 5G antenna or something like that or whatever. But I love it, right? I love it. Love the look of it. And so this version right here is the 512 gigabyte version. I got it from Amazon. It was around $1,200, which was a pretty good deal from my research, because the 512 gigabyte version was actually, I think, maybe $200 more or $100 more or something like that. And they still have this deal running now. If y'all want to check it out, I'm gonna have a link down in the description below. But yeah, and this is the titanium silver blue version of it. So let's go. And I actually wrote notes. So number one was the flat screen look. The look of it, the design of it, I love it. Right, I love it. The second thing is the 5G. I've noticed that the 5G uses less battery than the 22 Ultra. Now, I don't know whether they fixed this in the 23 Ultra and the 24 Ultra, but the 5G, in my opinion, in the 22 Ultra was useless because it used up so much battery. And then the speed, you don't really need that much speed for like what I was doing. I didn't really need that much speed. Like I wasn't downloading, movies and movies upon movies. Like I was just doing regular stuff with my phone. I didn't really need the speed of 5G. So I would, on the 22 Ultra, I would bump it down to like 4G LTE. And that was good enough for me. But anyway, another thing is the haptics. The sound when you unlock the phone. And I'm gonna try to hold it to the microphone and kind of let y'all hear it if we can. And I hope y'all heard that. It was so it's kind of low, but you hear it a lot, or you hear it more loudly when you have your buds in or headphones in, whatever you want to use. You hear it, and it's almost, it reminds me of like the Transformers. Like when they start transforming and you hear that sound and
Putang ina! Si Optimum Pride! Puking inang yan, Optimum Pride. Babe, si Optimum Pride though.
and the sound meshes well with the video and things like that. And with the phone, it's like you're looking at it and then you're hearing it and then you're feeling it with the vibration. And it just, I don't know, it just does something. It just does something to you when you hear it, when you press a button, it makes a sound and then it slightly vibrates. And it's just like, ooh, I was like, I love that. I love that feeling or whatever. So let's go back here. All right, we'll go back here. So the haptics, the sound or whatever, the face unlock. This is the first Samsung phone that I'm using the actual face unlock primarily the face unlock instead of the fingerprint reader or whatever. And it's pretty fast and we could test it out. Bam. See, it's unlocked. Hold on. Bam. So as soon as I press the power key and I'm in position, bam. It's automatic. Bam. And I just swipe through. Now let's test the fingerprint sensor. It's fast, guys. This thing is fast. As long as you know where to press, it's fast. It's fast. I love it. So anyway, I'm primarily using the face unlock, which they have improved. And then another thing that I noticed from the S22 Ultra, messages. When my phone is locked, when I get a new message, it does not appear in the notifications. Like you can't read it from the notifications. I don't know whether this was a feature that I put in place on the 22 Ultra. I could have did that same thing on the 20. I don't know. If y'all know, let me know. Just got a notification from WhatsApp. Now, if I scroll down, it's just gonna say WhatsApp. It's not gonna say the message. It's not gonna say what the message is, etc., etc. All right, but I didn't really tinker with the settings like that. But this is how it is out of the box. Maybe I can change it. But this is how it is out of the box. Right? This is how it is out of the box. And so the messages, when I receive a message, it doesn't automatically appear if my screen is locked. Meaning, if I get a message and then I go to my notifications, it's just going to read message. It's not going to say what the message is and things like that. It's going to keep that secure because I have not unlocked my phone. I like that. They're thinking about security and things like that. I like that. Another thing is the new AI, the new Gemini. They need to work on this. Google, and this is Google, they need to work on this because me personally, I use, I don't want to say the word because it's going to activate it, but I use Google. There we go. I use that to set alarms and things like that. I'm like, I'm in the bed and I know I need to wake up at a certain time or a different time. I'd be like, blah, 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 blah. Wake me up at 10:30 or something like that. That's how I mainly use the voice assistant, AI, and whatever, Gemini, whatever. That's how I mostly use it. But the new one, Gemini, that they have on these new phones, they don't even it can't even do that. It can't even set the alarm. It can't even set the alarm because I ended up turning it off. And let me see if I can turn it on for you guys. Gemini. Let me see if I can turn it on. Let me see. Continue. And it's using a new version. Let me see. Okay. Wake me up at 10:30.
Okay. You've got an alarm for 10:30 a.m.
Okay, now it's doing it. It wasn't doing it at first. It wasn't doing okay. Now it's doing it. I guess it updated because I did have an update. It did have an update earlier, so I guess it updated it because it wasn't doing it, and then I turned it off. So I'm like, yo, if this is not gonna do this task, I don't even need it. So I guess it's doing it. So shout out to Google for quickly fixing that, right? Because I was concerned. So I was concerned, very concerned. And so another thing that I love about this phone, and just really like Note phones in general. I'm gonna get back. We're gonna get back to that. I want to talk about the battery life. So right now is at 66. It's at 66%. 66%. The battery life, like I said before, is better. It's better than the 22 Ultra, or the phone that I'm coming from. It's better. Simply because, like I say, this one is 5G, and it just handles 5G a lot better. I don't know whether it has something to do with the antenna, the 5G technology, and things like that, but it just handles it a lot better. And I don't worry about the battery at all. It's just something that I don't worry about at all. And that's a funny story. I have a funny story about the battery. So I forgot, I think one day I forgot to plug it up before I went to bed, and I woke up and I was like on like 30% or something like that. It was time to go to work. So anyway, I get in my car, whatever, I plug it up in the car charger, and I get about 15, 20 minutes of charge. So it charges up to like 50 minutes. I mean, not 50 minutes, but about 50%. All right. And I get to work and I'm good. I get to work around 2:30 p.m. And so around 7 p.m. or something like that, I'm using my phone. I'm calling people. I'm making calls, taking notes. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And so it gets to around, I want to say 40, 45. No. It gets around 30. It gets around 35% or something like that. And I'm like, oh, let me go ahead and charge it up. So I go and I plug it in. I charge it up. I plug it in. And for my iPhone, for my Android users, or for my Samsung, specifically Samsung users, when we plug it up, we plug our phone up, it tells us like, how much time it got to full. It tells us is it fast charging? Is it super fast charging? Is it just a regular charge? It tells us all of that, right? It tells us that. And so it's so funny. iPhone users are so funny to me. They're so funny to me. So anyway, I plug it in, I plug my phone in, and it pops up, super fast charger, because it's a C to C. This is a C charger to C charger. It's super fast. It's charging up. It's blazing. So it's like I can't remember how long it was, but it was like I say, it was like 35%, and it was like maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes or something like that to a full charge. And it told me that it was like 45 minutes to a full charge. And one of my coworkers, iPhone user, he looked at the phone. He's like, it only takes like 40 minutes for a full charge. And I was like, yeah, it's supercharger. I was like, yeah, it's super fast charger. And then the other iPhone users heard it, and he was like, wait a minute, your phone tells you how long it takes till it's full? And I'm like, yeah, your phone doesn't do that? I'm like, I love the reaction to iPhone users when I do anything like with my phone. It's so crazy. It amazes them, because this is just my opinion. I'm finna go on a rant, but this is just my opinion. They live in a bubble. Like, a lot of iPhone users, not all, but a lot of iPhone users, they just believe that their phone is the only phone of relevance, and their phone is up on the Mount Rushmore of phones, and there is nothing else out. Like every time I'm at work, and somebody says something like, "Hey, we need you to do this and we need you to do that," and I say, "Okay, hold on." I say, "Okay, you need me to go here, and then you need me to go there, and then I need to pick up this, and I need to pick up that, and I need to do this. Okay, and I need to do that, and I need to do this." And I'm writing it down. And the faces of iPhone users, they're just so amazed that my phone has a stylus and I can take notes and I can do, like, they're so amazed. And I'm just looking at them like, bro, this technology been out. Like, where have you been? Have you been under a rock? When did the first Samsung Note phone come out?
According to the information available, the first Samsung Galaxy Note phone came out in October 2011. It's known for introducing the phablet concept due to its larger than average screen size at the time.
Okay, so 2011. So the Note series has been out since 2011. It is 2025. This is more than a decade. This technology has been out for more than a decade, and you never seen it before. You don't even know. Like, it still amazes you. You're living in a bubble. Like, you're literally living in a bubble. And listen, of course, I'm not going to know everything about the iPhone and its intricacies, because I don't have an iPhone. But some of the features, I'm going to know some of the features. I'm going to know some of the things that they do, because I keep up with that type of stuff. I look at what's new and things like that, because if it's good, if the iPhone is doing something good, I want Android to do that same thing. I want Android to come in and implement some of those features that I feel like that are good. Yeah, I don't know, but iPhone users, it's so funny. And to get back to the battery story, my coworker was like, "Oh my God," he was like, his eyes, he was like amazed that my phone not only told me how long it was going to take until my battery got full, and it told me that my phone was supercharging, fast charging, or whatever. He was like, "I'm still not switching that Android." And I'm like, okay. I'm like, "Oh, okay, bro. Like, do you?" like, do you stay in your little iPhone bubble? You think that your phone is superior to every phone. Yeah, stay in that little bubble over there, and we'll be all good. But that iPhone users, their expression, it is almost like there was a Samsung commercial. There was an actual Samsung commercial where they was just using the stylus and just doing different features, like the reverse charging. I remember, I know this turned into something else, entirely. There we go. So I don't think this case is wireless. This is the Buds 3 Pro. So this is the Buds 2. The case is wireless. And so now it's charging. I know y'all can't see it, but it's charging. I remember, of course, an iPhone user. Her phone was going dead. It was at work. It was going dead. I had like 90-some% battery. Oh my God, my phone is running dead. Blah 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 blah. I don't have a charger. I don't have this. I don't have that. And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, I'll give you some of my charge, until you get back to the break room or whatever, and then you can charge it up then. And she was like, huh? I was like, yeah, I can give you some of my charge in my battery. She was like, what? Like, that concept was just like foreign to her. I was like, give me your phone. Got a phone, bam, set it up, put it on top of my phone, and it all bloop, and it started charging it. And her face was priceless. And like I say, you see this all the time. I see this all the time with iPhone users. Their face when they see the features of Android. And I won't even say Android. I would say a high-end Samsung phone, they see the features and they're like, that's so innovative. Like, I'm like, oh my God, that's so innovative. I wish my phone did that. Even my lock screen. This is a video. Lock screen. Even that. They're like, how did you do that? It's like, yeah, this is Samsung. You know, that's what we do. Your phone can't do that? Your phone can't do that? Oh, okay. All right. And you know, another thing that I noticed is that iPhone users, they're always trying to recruit you. Like, they're always trying to recruit you like you be minding your own business and they're like, you need to switch to iPhone. Why you like that Android? You need to switch to iPhone. See, you could do this and then you could do that and then you could do this and then you could do that. It's like, bro, I don't want to do that. It's like, I don't want to do that. I want to do what I'm doing over here. It's like it's a problem that you have Android. I swear this is how they treat you. It's like it's a whole problem, and they're always trying to recruit you to convert. It's like they are like a religion. It's like their religion, and within their religion, it's like it's a sin to have an Android phone. Like that's a sin. And whenever they see you, they need to convert you to an iPhone user. They need to they gotta convert you for their Lord and Savior, Tim Cook, right? All hail Tim Cook. Right? It's like a cult. And I know they don't realize it. When you're in a cult, you don't realize that you're actually in a cult. But it's cult-like behavior. It's cult-like behavior. It's more than a brand. It's a cult. But yeah, they're always trying to convert you. And like I said before, this is coming from a Android guy perspective. Me personally, I never looked at a person with an iPhone and try to convert them to Android. I never did that. Like, you're content with your phone, you're content. Now, if you want to know more about it, I'll give you the facts about it, what it do, this and that, and this and that, the different philosophies between the two brands, and stuff like that. I do that. But if you want to be in that bubble of delusion, then you just be in that bubble of delusion and be happy. Be happy. But anyway, that's the S25 Ultra. To me, it's the best Note phone to this day, which is the newest phone, and it should be. I believe it is the best. Some people say it's a close tie between the S24 Ultra. To me, the look of it, the design of it, despite the downgrade of the S Pen, right, the Bluetooth and everything else like that being taken out of the S Pen, despite all of that, this is good. This is good.